Welcome back to my channel, and today my topic is going to be about human impact. Our world has changed a lot since the 1700s when we first started and discovered the use of energy. So that means that we have polluted the earth and done a lot to change it. So that's why every year we have to try stopping it from becoming worse. One reason of human impact is because of farming. When we farm, we damage so much soil because we have to clear a lot of trees. When the crops are grown in, it's not going to hold the soil down, which makes more landslides and soil erosion. Sometimes this is very bad for the crops because when there's a lot of farms, the wind will blow the soil away, leaving a barren waste, which is not good. In this picture, you have an image of how big a farm could be, and it produces vast amounts of land just for some crops. Industrial use also is on human impact because if you drive into your city, you will often see these huge machines, and the smoke that's coming out of these machines are the substances that will pollute the earth. So that's why industry is very bad. But we can also do something to stop this because we are the only species on earth to have ever had a mind to think and fix the problems. Our inventiveness can help us to invent ideas that can stop the human impact that we have done on our earth. And now, since more people have begun moving in cities, our world is becoming more and more polluted. Before, in the 1900s, only 10% of the world's population lived in cities, but now about 50% does, which means we have to waste more energy on sources and cities will become all smogged up. Pollution is a big cause in our human impact because pollution can do so much damage if you actually think about it. Pollution is usually caused by industries because industry gives away huge amounts of smoke from fossil fuels. The smoke that's coming out will harm the earth because its substances are going to do a bad effect, such as warming up the atmosphere. Pollution can last long or short. If you ever seen a landfill, they're very big. Trash is rotting everywhere. But some pollution can just be washed up on rivers or by air, but most of it will take decades to rot, like a large landfill. Industry is the main cause of this because industry will dump its waste on the land or in the water. And if there's no clean water anymore, that means we will have to go days without water. But more is being done to stop pollution. Like governments and presidents are trying to stop and reduce the use of industries because our world is becoming damaged by it. These are some huge effects on industry and pollution. First, there's this bird that's swept in oil. This happens because when an oil spill happens, a bird cannot fly anymore and it will die in the ocean. If you picture a magic and pretty beach, you would want to go swim in it. But once a ship has an oil spill, you wouldn't because that heavy layer of black substance will coat the water in black. This affects the bird as it tries to get its prey, and it might be infected with it and die. Another effect on pollution is city smog. In this picture, this is what happens when people use too much of energy in one area. This is a very large and crowded city, and all these cars are piled up in traffic. Imagine you live here. You would Every day you would have to wear masks so you wouldn't breathe in the toxic chemicals. And those who are using cars in this area are producing more and more smog for the city. So this city looks like it will never recover if cars will keep coming. Another major cause in pollution is that it will produce acid rain. This is what happens to the trees when acid rain comes down. Acid rain is made from water and pollution. When water vaporizes into the air, pollution will also mix together with the water, and when it falls as acid rain, and this will damage trees because trees won't have enough water for their supply. Global warming is a very huge effect on our Earth because if you think about it, every year the Earth is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Temperatures are starting to rise by about 3 degrees Fahrenheit every year because of global warming. This is how the process works. When the sun rays goes in, it will beam light on Earth. But when global warming substances surround the atmosphere, this will block the sun's ray from going out, which causes global warming. Not only do those global warming substances keep this heat in, but they also will destroy the ozone layer. The ozone layer acts as a major part in the atmosphere because it will keep from dangerous substances from space from going to Earth. But if this zone is smashed and destroyed, we will have no cover or protection from anything that lies in space. But we have done a lot to help. The effects that we can have on our everyday lives from global warming is brutal. For example, we have to live without water, and every day it's going to be dry like a desert. It will cause and lead to more hurricanes because the weather is so dry and there's nothing to moisten the air. And thank you for listening. I learned a lot about human impact, and the human impact needs to stop. Me and my family can even stop it by recycling materials we don't need and use only the energy we really need. What do you think about human impact? Please comment down below, and I hope you like and subscribe my channel.